In this chapter, I shall tell you about recording a simple macro. If you are relatively new with recording macros, it is quite likely that the first few macros are going to be short, quick and easy. Let's record a macro. So, as we highlight this, we want to be thinking where we are going to be storing the macro. We will click the button in the lower left-hand corner for activating the recording process. Give this macro a name like double accounting underlining. Give it a keystroke shortcut, Ctrl+Shift+U. Store it in a personal macro workbook, the workbook that's always open every time we open Excel. Click OK. We are in recording mode now. We can also get into that Format Cells dialog box with Ctrl+Shift+F. There is the Font tab. Underline. Double accounting. OK. We are done. Stop recording. Let's look at the code. Press Alt+F11 key. This is stored in the personal macro workbook. On the left-hand side of the screen, we see personal plus in front of the modules. Double-click Module 1. And there is the code that just got recorded. Many of these settings are defaults. Sometimes you want to make changes. Maybe you also want to apply a background color. You remember that there is another macro out there. We have only one other workbook open. It's called Watch Code. It has some modules in it. Let's double-click on Module 2. This is the one. It highlights cells on all worksheets that have values. But all of this code here is simply about applying a color, a solid color, to the selected cells. Now if we wanted to record another macro, that just applies the color and then take that code and put it into the other macro. But here the code is already. So let's just copy this code. We are going to copy this with the copy button. And then jump back to the macro under personal. Double-click on Module 1. This is the one we just recorded. So click at the bottom here after end with. I just pressed enter. Click here. And now I am going to the button in the toolbar up top. Paste. Now, we could click backspace here. But, here is the code that got copied. So, I am going to press Alt+F11. And try that revised macro right here. Press Ctrl+Shift+U. And there it is. And you see what's happened. A minor use of it, but it's opening the door to the idea that we have got control over the Visual Basic environment.